Welcome to Informa Special Remedy. My name is Prophetess Informa. Today I'm going to teach you how to deal with your enemy, inside and outside. Maybe enemy have been dragging your seat, your portion. You know, say this thing is yours. Maybe your working place. The enemy have been dragging the seat or your throne. Today I'm going to teach you what you do. If you can, it's easy that where you're working, you have a private office, you have a single office where one or two people are managing, and that person understands spiritual work, you can do it in your office. But if that person didn't understand spiritual work, you can do this thing in your house, so that they will not suspect you or see it as you are using charm or diabolic power. They will not know it's faith, prophetic work. Move with faith you are applying, because with faith you can move mountain. Faith can take you to any level of life. Bible say Abraham take a step, move to another land. Abraham have not seen that land. Abraham didn't even know where he's going. He just had the name. You just hear that God said. Abraham didn't hesitate second time. So we read this, when we hear God said, we still wait. Maybe you didn't have transport. You didn't have the best clothes you put on. You didn't have money. You take a step. Today, since I don't have transport money to reach the village, God, you send me to move. Okay, I have packaged my bag. I'm ready to move. God will see your first step first before taking the second action. When God tell Abraham to sacrifice his own son, remember, God have not provided the ram. Yes, God have not provided the ram down. But Abraham believed. He took his son. That is another level of life. He want to tell God that as your wish, I'm ready. As far as you are the one in charge. You are the one in charge. Let's get there. Abraham takes, even if God didn't call him and tell him not to kill that son, Abraham is ready to sacrifice, because he know that God can do all things. That is faith. I'm telling you, my brother, my sister. I'm talking about faith, the level of faith you will apply when you're doing spiritual work. When Abraham get there, Bible says Abraham set an altar. He'll do all manner of things. He even set firewood and tie his son, only begotten son he had waiting for many years. He tie him and put on top that place before the voice from above called him. Say, don't touch that son. That is Isaac. Look by the side and see the ram. Use it as sacrifice for me. Child of God, are you ready to move with faith? Faith is something you have not seen, but you believe. God said, this year I'm going to bless you with husband. You believe even though you have not seen it. What impact are you making? Are you really ready to embrace your husband? Or you are there, you never made up your mind you want to marry. You are still there. Even if that person don't have money, believe that God will turn that person to become a millionaire tomorrow. Even that job they gave you, you are not okay with it. But you believe inside there, as far as God saying, go ahead. Inside that job, that is where testimony lies. So what I'm telling you is that when you have somebody troubling your life, disturbing you, claiming what belongs to you, maybe example in your working place, what you do is that if it's your working place where you didn't share office with somebody, you don't need to buy share. Use the share in your working place and do the assignment. But if you know that that place is not conducive enough for you to make it do, go to house. You can use share you have in your house. You can buy new share if you have the money to buy new share. Fine and done is better. Preferable new share. But if you don't have new share, no problem. Sanctify the share you have. I'm just sanctify the share you have. I'm talking about, well, if you can get plastic share, use it in your house and do assignment. Fine. Every morning you prophesy, you pray. Whosoever that be troubling you in that office that say you will not last, that want to sit on your own seat, he said, in that name, Jesus Christ, of today, mark your existence in that office. As I'm going to, you place that seat, anoint it and call the name of the person on top of that seat. Say, as I'm going, you begin to pray. You that have given me troublous night, God of Abraham, you are a God of justice. Today, mark the end of existence of that person in that office. That person, as I'm going to turn this seat upside down, I turn his job upside down. I turn his position upside down. I turn his marriage upside down. I turn his career upside down. You begin to pray. I throw the manager of that company against him. I turn the owner of the company against him. You after you pray finish, you say this shall represent the seat you are using in that so company. You call the name of that company. It's faith. When you pray after what manner of prayer you want to do, you turn that seat upside down, child of God. But before you want to start that prayer the first day, let the seat face front as you want somebody want to sit on the seat. The seat will face front when you do all manner of the prayer. But immediately you finish that prayer prophesying, you turn in that name Jesus Christ. I turn your position in that job upside down, your position in that office upside down. You will use verse. Say in the name of Jesus, I turn you. They will never remember it. I command you to leave that office. You turn that seat upside down. Anytime you went to do pray again, you use it again. You begin to pray. After you pray finish, you turn it upside down. This seat, you keep on doing this seat for complete 14 days. If you come back, you prophesy. Whether there is strength or not strength, as far as you prophesy over that seat and turn it upside down, leave it there. On the 14th day of that seat, you look for red oil. You begin to baptize that seat. If you don't have red oil, use for pepper. You begin to baptize that seat. Say, let that seat become hot. Let that working place become hot for you. Let your seat in the working place become hot for you. Use red oil, mix it with pepper, baptize it. If you don't have red oil, fine and done. Use pepper, baptize it. If you don't have pepper in your house and you don't have red oil, fine and done. Use your spoken word, which is power in your tongue, according to James. You use it and baptize that seat. That this seat, you no longer have a position in that office. You have no longer have a position in that office. That since you have vowed not to let me be in that office, but make sure that person offend you seriously, please. Because if there is nothing like called sin, there won't be anything called forgiveness. Unless you know that that person want to take food away from your mouth, want to take job away from you. But if you ordinary offense, please forgive. Because so that God too can be able to forgive you. But if that person want to take that job away, that is when you go extra mile and take that job away from him. So after you baptize that seed, finish. If you're living in environments where you can be able to burn that seed, burn that seed. But if you're living in an environment where you cannot be able to burn that seed, turn that seed upside down, leave it for some time until you find out that that person have left that working place. If there is where you can hang it, hang it. If there is how you will scatter the seed, scatter. If it's how you throw, you break the leg of the seed, throw it in a dustbin. Break the leg of the seed, throw it in a dustbin. Damage the seed one way or the other, just throw it in a dustbin. You can break the leg. You can break the leg so that the seat cannot be able to stand again. Even if that person is still in that working place, he will be uncomfortable since the seat is no longer four leg. That seat cannot be able to stand very well. Then you have made that person uncomfortable. He will be busy with your enemy. That means God will give him another. He will be there, but he will not be comfortable. He will not have time for you because him that is there is not comfortable. He had made his life useless. So that job, he will be there, but that working place will be like, oh God, when are you going to give me a new job? I want to leave this place. Because you are breaking the leg of the seat of he has in his working place. That is how to deal with your enemy that vow not to let your work stand. You want to chase away from your work. Chase him away. Thank you very much. Love you. See you in my next video. My phone number is +234 8131 677 216. God bless you. See you in my next video.